What's good, y'all? I'm back again with another vid. I hope y'all doing well and living well. And today, man, let's talk about being alone. I feel like there's a clear difference between being alone and being lonely. And I feel like for the greater part of the last, I don't know, maybe like 5 or so years, I've spent a great deal of time alone. And it actually has shaped me into who I am today and made me feel like I'm in company, made me feel like I'm not alone. And this is why. Because I realized being alone is a superpower. I don't necessarily feel like this now, but before I kind of felt like I didn't even really want to be around other people or just very like, nah, I don't really want to go over there today or be over there today. I'd rather just be in the presence of myself because I know myself and I know the environment that I create for myself. Like, I feel like you should be the most comfortable with yourself because this is your house. This is where you're going to be for this lifetime. So why not learn to be comfortable within your own body and your own mind? And as I was thinking about the ideas for this video, I began to realize, why is it that so many people struggle with being alone or feeling lonely when they're alone? And I feel like it stems from the fact that it's not the act of being alone, it's the thoughts that you have when you are alone. And just think about it. How many times throughout the day do you attempt to distract yourself from just being with your thoughts? I honestly feel like I do this myself, trying to distract myself with technology or whatever it is that's gonna keep you from not thinking your thoughts. Like, say for instance, you go to the bathroom. Like, why do you have to take your phone to the bathroom? You could just sit with your thoughts. You have so many opportunities to be with your thoughts, but a lot of us are very uncomfortable, and that's actually crazy because you're more comfortable being distracted by technology, by other people, whatever is going on in the world, than being in the presence of yourself and comfortable with yourself. After this video, I want you to take 5 minutes and see how much you have the urge to want to pick up your phone, to want to escape being with yourself and sitting with your thoughts. And I feel like that stems from us not taking the time and actually realizing who we are. Everybody has different beliefs. We all see the world differently. But I feel like we can all recognize the oneness of the world, the things around you, everything in your room, whatever it is, it all you. It's a different expression of you, a different form of you. It just has a different form and external look, but I feel like it's the same presence. So I say all that to say, I feel like we're truly never alone because we're always in the presence of the universe. But our thought processes and what we've been led to believe, we feel like we're alone and don't want to face our own thoughts and realize that in here, in your mind, that's your safe space. That's not somewhere where you should be running from, where you should be constantly trying to be distracted from. You should learn to look at it as a house. Like, I often refer to my body as a home because it is. Like, this is my first home before I even live in my house. So learn to take the time to be with yourself more and cut yourself some slack. Pay attention to the way that you talk to yourself. Do you say negative things about yourself, even in a joking manner? Your subconscious mind can't tell the difference whether you're joking or not. So pay attention to the way you speak to yourself and how you see yourself, but not how you see yourself in relation to other people. Like, a lot of times we try to see ourselves from the perspectives of other people, and we feel limited or not enough because you're viewing from their eyes. You don't even know how they see. You're just projecting how you feel into them and then expecting the way that you think they feel to determine how you should feel about yourself, which is really goofy. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So I've learned over this time of spending so much time alone that I'm actually my own best friend. Like, I love being in the presence of myself. I have so many inside jokes. And when I say inside jokes, I mean inside jokes for real. Like, I joke around with stuff with myself. And I feel like I don't want to get too deep into like the identities and everything, but I feel like there's two versions of me, like different expressions of Jeffrey, of Unlimited, of this existence. And I'm learning to embrace and, excuse me, and embody and appreciate more in every part of myself, even my shadow self and the things that I may not necessarily feel as comfortable about with myself. I'm learning to appreciate that. And once you learn to take the time to love yourself and be alone and not be afraid to be alone, you actually create a company and learn that you were actually never alone. You have always had somebody, had the presence of the universe. Even just like ask whatever you believe in, ask God, ask the universe, ask whatever you believe in to just be here with you, and you'll, I guarantee, find some sort of sign, some form of presence of the universe or whatever it is being with you and being a part of your environment. Like, it doesn't make sense for us to want to, or not even want, but be so dependent upon other people to make us feel good, because it's not even that person that makes you feel good. It's you deciding and using that other person as a catalyst to allow you to feel good. But you can take that other person or thing out of the equation and just allow yourself to feel good just by being with yourself and loving every part of it, embracing every part of yourself. There's parts of myself that I won't even say that I necessarily don't like, but parts of myself that I try not to experience or escape from or distract myself from. But even those very things, those parts of me are what make me me and are very important. I feel like your weaknesses are actually your strengths. Your weaknesses are assigned to grow, are assigned to see where you need to be helped at, and here's an opportunity for you to get stronger. That's what I look at as a weakness. So I feel like over these years, like I said, I've become my own best friend and learned to appreciate the presence of myself. You actually think about it, like, what's actually so uncomfortable with being with your thoughts and sitting with yourself? Who are you running from? I watched this video. It said to ask yourself, who is the mind talking to? A lot of times you're creating all these stories and narratives in your mind, and it's not even you. You're just so caught up overthinking and worried about too many other things that aren't present within your life, rather than being in the moment. And that's where you are. That's where your life is in the moment. It's not happening in the future or the past. It will, and that moment will come now. So I've learned to not believe every single thought that comes to my head and not create a story upon it. Just because you have a negative thought doesn't mean that that's true, or doesn't mean that that's happening, or you even have to take the energy and believe it. Just because it pops in your head, just push it to the side. Just look at your thoughts like clouds. Or I relate it to girls coming in your room. Just because a girl is knocking at your door doesn't mean you have to let her in. Like, just because a thought comes to your head don't mean you have to entertain it. So it's just about taking that initiative to be alone and embrace being alone. And I'm not saying become a hermit. You don't have to never see anybody or never have friends or no connections with people, but being alone is a superpower that I feel like everybody in the world should learn that they have, and learn to cultivate it and use it to your benefit. Because in my midst of this solitary, I've learned and attracted so many genuine people just by me loving myself and not being afraid to be alone, and not tolerating people that aren't serving me, people that aren't. If I can be better off alone than what I am with you, I'm not. I'm not about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to waste my time in trying to fix anybody. But if you willing to work, I'm willing to work. But it's just like I'd much rather be alone than deal with anybody's BS. Like, you making my life better, that's great. Let's do it. But if not, I'm happily going to continue to live my best life by myself and continue to find a friend within myself and see that I'm never actually alone. I'm always one with everything around me. I just have to remember that and recognize the different expressions of myself within my environment, within wherever I am, and reminding myself to think positive thoughts to myself, to tell myself positive stories about myself. If I do something wrong, I'm not this bad word or this thing or that. I'm okay. I'm learning. I'm growing. This is an opportunity for me to grow. It's learning to love yourself and appreciate yourself, because once you do that, it gives you so much more clarity and just openness and I guess so realization to love other people, and other people will be a lot more attracted to you, to love you, because you have that feeling for yourself and you're not looking for it in them. There's nothing wrong with loving other people in relationships and connecting with other people, but don't depend on it for your happiness, for your satisfaction, for you to feel good within yourself, because you ultimately make that decision. You don't have to run from yourself. There's nothing to run from. It's all here, it's all you, and it's all here to make you better and leading to truth. Even the things of the most falsehood, the things that may the deepest, darkest corners of your shadow is still all here to lead you to that light, to recognize that you're never alone. You're all one with everything around you. If you just take the take take the AL off of alone, you won. So you know what I'm saying? We all won. Just start rewriting your story and seeing the positive things and telling yourself positive things about yourself, because you deserve it. You are a beautiful person and have great things about yourself, despite the fact that you may have a shadow and things that you need to deal with. Those are all leading you to light, as I said. But I appreciate y'all for listening. Once you learn to be alone and embrace being alone, you realize you were never alone in the first place. I appreciate y'all for listening. I love y'all. We out. Unlimited.